Repeat, repeat, repeat. April 18, 2020 by Anna von Reitz. For all those who claim that I am just talking off the top of my head and that I never offer any proof of what I say, I suggest that you all go buy copies of my books, which are available on Amazon, read them, and then go hopping down the bunny trail yourselves. You have to prove it to yourselves, which is actually a good thing, because that process requires you to examine and think and deduce and know what you know for yourselves, instead of taking things on faith because someone told you so. Just spend a tiny portion of the time and effort I put into it and see if you come to any other conclusion. Not only have I provided plenty of proof in terms of public records and court citations and everything else, I have pointed to something just as important, what isn't present, but should be. For example, where is the actual declaration of war that started the American Civil War? There isn't one. Where is the peace treaty ending it? There isn't one. Who were the actual parties fighting in that war? The state of New York. The state of Georgia. The state of Illinois. How were the soldiers mustered in and out? According to their state affiliation. What happened to the Confederation that existed prior to and up until the creation of the Southern Confederacy under Jefferson Davis? It entered dormancy and hasn't been restored, hence giving rise to the idea that our government is in abeyance. When was the Reconstruction finished? It wasn't. If the Reconstruction wasn't ever finished, is it still ongoing or waiting to be done? Hint, 95% of the Reconstruction Acts are still in full force and effect, never been repealed. What would a successful Reconstruction result in? It would result in the resurrection of the original Confederation, which is not in evidence. Do we see a functioning American Confederation today? No. It's not only a matter of facts and figures and public records and court citations. It's also a matter of reasoning and logic and what you should be seeing, and aren't seeing, that leads inexorably to the stunning truth: our country went off track as a result of the Civil War, and our government has yet to be restored. Period. Now, that is my conclusion from all that I have learned and confirmed both from the public records and court cases that exist, and from all the things that should exist and don't. You are all cordially invited to dig into the research and work to your heart's content, and I am convinced that you will arrive at no other substantially different conclusion. But you are all welcome to try. My other conclusions, that the Brits came in and substituted territorial states of states for our American states of states, members of the original Confederation, is borne out in the public record, which shows that new state-of-state constitutions were developed in every state of the Union just after the Civil War and the resulting entities were renamed. It was the state of New York, both before and during the Civil War, but soon afterward, was converted to the state of New York. This is the same style convention used when the United States of America gives its delegated powers to the British Territorial United States of America to exercise in its name. This same conclusion is borne out by the establishment of state trusts soon after the Civil War. While the American states of states were not operating, all their presumed assets were rolled over into state trusts. These operate under names like this: Ohio State Trust, Nebraska State Trust. The perpetrators obviously left off the word trust to prevent the average Joe population from realizing that their state assets were being commandeered by foreign powers and operated for them by British territorial United States citizens. For example, Treasurer of the United States, Rosa Gumatautau Rios. Go ahead. Search all you like. I already did. And a lot of people have dug in and tried to prove us wrong since we published all this, without success. I guess that the fact that we have been overrun by our own employees, especially our own military, and looted senseless, is just too awful for some people to accept. It doesn't change the facts or the circumstance or the history that is proven as much as anything could ever be, and in our faces. Suck it up, America. We've got a job left over from the Civil War. It's called the Reconstruction, and we have to get it right, and right about now.